Oh no, Raul, what he did. Okay, man.
Yeah. Oh, more Chebra meeting missing. Eh? 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 PM. I bet them in by less than 12 minutes cold water. Mommy. Mommy, sorry about doing sausage. It's not really a national temple. For him. Emmanuel, Joa. What's up? Can you? But sure, I'm to the sausage tomorrow. Sausage. I'm gonna meet you. One time you want to. Don't my welcome. Sorry, meeting at 4 o'clock.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, how are you?
Hello. I'm fine.
Yeah, Ahmad Mohammed, I have you as
Yes.
my number one today. How are you? How did you?
I'm fine, sir. I'm fine, sir.
Yeah, Ahmad Mohammed.
Yes, sir.
What state is this?
Sokoto State, sir.
Oh, excellent. Sokoto.
Yes, sir.
That's my number one person from Sokoto. Great.
Yes, sir.
So, oh, that's very good. How come you are into the meeting faster than other people? Because Sokoto is far,
Yes,
and you are in the meeting faster than other people. Sorry, my video.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry, I have a problem with my video. I have a problem
Okay,
with my
sir. Okay,
video,
sir.
but then I'm sure
Okay.
I'll try and correct it subsequently. So, but then
Okay, sir.
in the last sessions I had in the morning, we realized
Okay.
that it was good if I can put everybody in a WhatsApp group for us to discuss more.
I already connected to that.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Actually,
Yes, sir.
the people in that group are most of the people who are leadership of the various regions, northeast,
Okay.
northeast,
Yeah.
northwest, south,
Okay,
southeast, southwest, northwest. So
Okay.
I have my regional heads in that place.
Okay.
And then,
Okay.
but then we have to just get started is why we are doing this screening. So tell me about yourself, Mohammed. What do you do in Kano?
Yes,
What do you do in Sokoto?
Sokoto.
Yeah.
Yes, my name is Ahmad Muhammad. My first degree was a BSc Information Technology from one university in India called Jamia Hamdani.
No problem. In fact, you have won my heart. You have actually won my heart. The fact that you actually have that base of IT,
yes, sir.
Then that means you're already qualified. Then the next question I want to ask, do you have a registered business?
Yes, sir. I have one business called one computer and business cyber cafe, sir, called Wasco Cyber Cafe. That's the business I register.
Excellent.
Cyber Cafe, sir.
Excellent. Yes, excellent. So thank you so very much. I'll be coming back to you. Let me take on other people as they are coming in already. I have some fine-looking young man, Utibe Abasi, Edet Amos. How are you? Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
So,
good afternoon, sir.
Mr. Edet, how are you? You are from what state?
Okay, I'm from Akwa Ibom State.
Akwa Ibom State. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, great. One of the people, I think Akwa Ibom, funny enough, I had just two people. So you will be the second person to the other person. The other guy is actually somebody I know so well, and we have interacted before. But then, let me also welcome Cortana. Hello, Cortana, how are you? Can we meet you? Cortana, can you hear me? Can you hear me? It doesn't seem his sound is good. Cortana, how are you? Can you hear us? Wow, Cortana iPhone, his name, he needs to know whether we are here, whether he's hearing us or but we can't get to hear him. Can you hear us? Your connection is called Cortana. What's the full name, sir? Please unmute yourself. If you are muted, unmute yourself. Wow, we really could not get the sound from Cortana iPhone. We could not get the sound from Cortana iPhone. I have another connection called Special. What's the name under Special? What's your full name and from what states? The connection called special. What is the name and from what state, please? All right, okay, let me get back to Mr. Edet. Oh, no. Okay. All right, let me go to Mr. Utibe Abasi. Now, Mr. Utibe Abasi, how are you? Can you hear me? Mr. Utibe Abasi, can we hear you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Okay, great. Can you tell me about yourself? What do you do? And what is your understanding of what Talent Nations is doing?
Okay, Talent Nation is actually a platform, that recruits or that recruits young.
No, they do not recruit. They are renting. They are actually renting services. That's why the platform is strictly for people who have services to offer, services to render.
Okay, sir. Sorry for using that word.
Oh, yeah, excellent. I wanted us to be very clear so that we don't misinform or we lack clarity. We lack clarity. Talent Nation is simply bringing jobs to bringing a job board to different service providers around the world. We are simply intervening. My name is Amos Emmanuel. Let me just share myself. I'm actually Amos Emmanuel. I run Programmer Software, but then I do this as my NGO work because Programmers Foundation is actually the platform that we're using to offer this intervention for Nigeria. And then what does the NGO do? The NGO before now has been involved with locating innovations from around the country. And this has been my 12th year of volunteerism to doing this. Now, rather than just innovate and we're checking our same product to put on the global stage, we are now actually trying to see how we can get ready hands, people who can actually do one thing or the other, website developers, Android developers, React developers, and so on and so forth, front-end stack, full stack developers, so that we can actually get to see how this book can be busy on the international world, international world where jobs are available. So we are just here to ensure that we actually give accreditation to credible Nigerians, because we all know Nigerians are somehow checked on, in some negative whatever around the world. And we're trying to see how we can confirm that, oh, this person has this skill, can do this skill. So when it's on your platform, will be well behaved and will do all the business that is required on him or her with the utmost best practice. I don't know whether this makes some sense.
It makes sense, sir.
Okay, great. So I now ask, you must then be that person who has one skill in something, which is listed there on the form. So if you have selected all those things, can you now later tell me that you are not sure of yourself? Is that the kind of person that we are talking about in Mr. Edet Amos? So those capacities that you said you do, are you sure you are doing them? Can you share evidence or references? Do you have customers and that you can do this at the international level?
Okay, so I can actually do them. Okay, I'm actually a UI UX person.
Excellent,
so
excellent.
I have a skill in UI UX. So, and I know also, to do web design as well.
Excellent. No, that's okay. That's okay. We'll come to that. We'll come to that later. So I think I'm okay with that. Let me have the applicants with the name Special in this connection. Special, can you hear me? Please, may I have your name, your state? Unmute yourself.
I'm Sunday Stephanus from Adamawa State, sir.
Okay, Stephanus.
Yes, sir.
Sunday, right?
Yes, sir. Stephanus Sunday.
Okay, from Adamawa State.
Yes, sir.
Right. What do you do? And what do you think? And how do you think you can actually benefit from the Talent Nations and from Adamawa State, sir?
Yeah, actually, I have a firm, ICT firm, known as Zonos ICT Concept.
Excellent. Excellent.
We are into IT services.
Excellent. Yes.
We do training in terms of CCTV installation, solar installation, web development, and then software development too.
Okay. Now, and are you with me? Are you in sync with what I said the last time? That we are actually looking for those opportunities where we can get some of these foreign jobs. Though they might be foreign because the owner of the job could be somewhere in Canada. Foreign because the owner of the job can be somewhere in the US. Foreign because the owner of the job may be from somewhere in Pakistan. And yet, this is the job that you must do, and you have joined them. And when you now join in, you are now trying to see how you can offer your experience, your talent to that particular job. How do you see it? Is it not a good idea? And should we not behave ourselves as the service providers in that regard, sir?
Actually, it's a good idea, and it is very important for us to behave ourselves in the sense that we, on the IT, we've been looking for such opportunities. When it comes, we have it, we have to behave ourselves to show that, yes, we are reliable.
Yes.
And we can partake of these kind of opportunities and we execute it proper.
Now, you see, today politicians are doing their bit, but what we are doing here is trying to open up the ecosystem. We're trying to open up the ecosystem, bring those things that can help people with skills. Why are you skillful and you don't have work to do? Why are we? That's exactly why we are suffering. We have all the skills in the world, but then we lack the opportunities. And we now feel the only way we can be opportune is when we travel to Canada, go to the US. But then with what we do on Innovation Bed, we're trying to see how we can bring these opportunities to bear. And we're trying to crave the hands that are available that can actually join us in this journey. The entire workforce and everything might be starting more actively in 2023, but we are seizing this opportunity to screen, to nominate, to recommend people for the Talent Nations platform. And we're happy that about a week ago, we actually had a public announcement where the executives of the Talent Nations was actually with us here in Nigeria, virtually, of course, and we're able to give our announcement of our partnership, and we will try to see how we can successfully screen as many good companies, credible Nigerians, that we can actually make a change on their platform, because all we look for are the jobs that they have. And we will not want people to begin to use the negative ways or negative words on Nigerians because we are Nigerians, so as such, we should not be near where the jobs are. So I think this is actually the light that we are going, and I'm happy that from the background that we've been talking about, I've actually spoken with quite a lot of you before now, but then we are seizing this opportunity to be able to interact in our discussion so that we can really be sure that we know where and what we want to achieve. Let me have the young man behind Emmanuel Udotong. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
How are you? How are you, sir? Can we meet you?
Yes, I'm Ijan Moses.
Okay.
From Nigeria.
Okay, yeah, sure. We're all Nigerians. I'm also a Nigerian. That's okay. That's all right. So in the house, we have had someone from Sokoto in the person of Mr. Ahmad Mohammed. We've had somebody in the house from Akwa Ibom. I have Utiwabasi Edet Amos from Akwa Ibom. And then we have Stephanus Sunday from Adamawa State. And then we've been talking so much about what we've got to do and all of that. But then I want to ask you, do you understand what the Talent Nation Network is all about? Do you have an idea?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Now,
yes.
What do you think? In what area are you ready? In what area are you ready to fit in to be able to work under the Talent Nations for the benefit of the network?
Okay, infographics, sir. Infographic design.
Oh, excellent. Okay, they actually have a category for designs. So that means that you do well in that area, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Excellent, excellent. Oh, great. I think I'm happy about that. Thank you. I don't know whether my network, Cortana, the connection, Cortana, can we hear from you? I really have not been able to hear from him since he joined in. I'm unmuting. Please unmute yourself. Cortana, from what states?
I want to pray, sir.
He's not hearing me. I don't think he's hearing. Okay, fine. That's all right. Please, can you talk? Cortana.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
My name is Mohammed Abdullahi.
Okay. From Gombe. What do you call it again? Number one, Gombe. Number what? Abdullahi?
Yes.
Abdullahi what?
Mohammed.
Okay.
BMD Links Cafe. BMD Links Limited.
What do you call it?
BMD Links Limited.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Gombe, okay. All right. So
Yes.
I think in a short while, because we've seen the way this online session has been going, we have actually opened up a WhatsApp group which I've sent via mail for you to try joining, and that
Yes,
will,
I joined.
I think that will help us in further communication. But then it was important. It was actually important we meet ourselves so that we can talk online this way,
Yes.
so that we can have the best of the opportunity to know ourselves better. But the whole idea, Mr. Abdullahi, the whole idea, I know one thing about Gombe. Gombe is the largest, Gombe State is the largest. We got the largest registration from Gombe. And I can remember, I spoke with the former commissioner for ICT, who I understand she said she's in education now.
Education.
Yeah, so she's the one doing that good job, and I think it was very good what she did, because quite a lot of people reacted from Gombe, and that's good.
Of course, you do a good job.
Yes. So I now want to make us understand what exactly we are doing, so that you can help me brief the people in Gombe very well, that this is not a classroom. This is not a teaching room. It's not a teaching center. What this is a business platform.
Yes.
It is not a platform for students to come and do one incubation. Our incubation program is a different project entirely. You see, thank you. This is strictly business, because we are recommending companies to go and work on Talent Nation's websites. And the reason why we are doing this is so that tomorrow they do not say Nigerians are 419. We are no 419ers.
People.
We are not. We are people who are skillful. We are people who are talented, and we are ready to do any job that we see from any part of the world. And that's exactly what we preach.
This is a very good idea.
Yes. So I think this is the reason why we are actually talking about this, and we have to meet ourselves, we have to screen ourselves to get to understand better what we are trying to do. We don't have any political content. We are strictly an NGO, and we are looking for prosperity and the benefit of Nigerians who have talent skills to benefit in Nigeria going forward.
This is a very good job.
Yes. So let me see if we have any other person that we have not spoken with. This is 4 o'clock. Some people actually said 4 o'clock would be okay for them. And here we are. They are not here. For me, I think I'm satisfied with the people I've spoken with so far. Maybe I'll just go over again to the man from Sokoto, Ahmad Mohammed. Ahmad Mohammed from Sokoto. Are you with us? Okay, Mr. Ahmad. Yeah, Mr. Ahmad. Mr. Ahmad. Mr. Ahmad Mohammed. Okay, all right. Let me take back Mr. Edet Amos. Mr. Edet. Mr. Edet. You can unmute yourself. Mr. Edet, unmute yourself. Mr. Edet. Mr. Edet, are you there?
Sorry, I didn't know that I was muted already.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you're right. I wanted to ask you. Now, this is an online opportunity. It is no longer, people don't want to see what we are doing as freelancing. You see, because you are not doing what we call freelancing, you are a professional, you are on your own, you are a startup, you run a business of your own. So as a result of this, you are likely being recommended to a point where you see a job to do. How do you think you as a Nigerian online can actually seek to do a job from somebody who is whose job is to be done online, you are not with the person? What is your preparation? How do you think you can cope with this? Do you think that you can actually do this from Nigeria and you don't have a problem with such jobs?
Okay, sir. I don't have a problem with such jobs. Reason being that I've done such jobs before. I've worked for someone from USA before, from Sweden. I have some friends. I have friends at Sweden. I have friends at Germany as well. And I've worked with these guys, Upwork and Fiverr. I think I have some, some little experience as regarding that. So I can actually work from anywhere. So far, everything is, I have, clarity of, understanding of what I'm meant to do. So I can deliver my job appropriately.
Excellent. Now, for clarification, Talent Nation will be solely involved with every project that anybody does. You see, Talent Nation will be involved. Sometimes they are even there to sometimes even negotiate on your behalf and of course for you. Talent Nations will be there all the way to be sure that these jobs are gotten and that these jobs are perfected. Are you with me? So that is the beauty of that network. If you actually listen to the business development lady when she joined our public announcement program, she actually shared all of this with us. And that is why we needed to really be able to understand where we are going so that we don't look at it that, oh, Chibi is online and they are paid. So because they're paid, I can do their job anyhow. This is the kind of thing that will not be nice on those kind of records that we will not want to record on this network over a period of time. Now, let me just say that there is a portal for Innovation Bed that you still have to go register, but work is still being done on that portal. Now, because that portal will be such that when you register, certain unique numbering will be allocated. But then the work on that portal is still ongoing because there is actually a friend from Singapore that is working on that template, because we are using a global application that is bringing opportunities to the world. And like I mentioned the last time, Talent Nation is just one out of the opportunities that we are going to look for. We are still going to look for other opportunities and other sources on the Innovation Bed platform. So Talent Nation, like I said, is just one. And with time next year or more, we'll be able to see what other opportunities we can bring for our local people to that can help us here in the country. Let me also ask that we also try to test that. If your first job matters a great deal. The first job matters a great deal because it will speak for subsequent experiences when anybody has a job that you want to do. So it's better when you join the Talent Nation, you keep a good track record. You keep a good track record. I think I have a new friend in the house, Hassan Bilyaminu. Hassan Bilyamin Jambil. Please, can we hear you from what states? Any sound from Hassan, Jambil? But can you hear us? And his connection is fine, looks fine. He's not muted. Okay, perhaps his audio. He's trying to do something to his audio. Then I think one other person is also joining us. Okay, Hassan, is your sound? Can you hear us? We also have Suleiman Mangadu, who is also joining us. I think is when his sound is okay, he perhaps will be able to respond. Suleiman also just joined in. Can we meet you? Those connections, these last connections are not too okay. Sulaiman Magandu. Sulaiman. Then Hassan, the two of them, we can't hear you, but can you hear us? Well, we're trying to see what states and where they are from so that we can better exchange better. That's unfortunate. Okay, let me just go back to Mr. Manuel's connection, Mr. Odotong's connection. Yes. Now, in the area of graphics,
Yes, sir.
do you know how you appraise? Do you know how you appraise your job? In the area of graphics, how best is it that you are able to appraise your job in the area of graphics?
Okay. Actually, I've been working on as infographic designer over years. So I have a lot of experience. Like, though we say I've not worked for an overseas person or a company before.
Okay,
But,
all right.
Yes,
No
but
problem.
I am very sure and confident that there is no
issue.
graphics
Okay.
job that I cannot do.
No problem. No problem.
Yes.
I think in the end, what we are all looking for is the opportunity to even come. I think every one of us will have a first-time experience. I think the first-time experience will go a long way to really help. I've been trying to see how we relate with Hassan, Jambil, as well as Sulaiman Mangadu, but then their connections they've not had sound. But then we're also worried whether they can hear us.
So I want to say something.
Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead. Yes.
Actually, this phone using now is my boss phone because I was trying to connect from my own phone is not actually going through.
Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. But no problem. Of course, that's a familiar terrain. Yeah, sure. I know that.
All right, sir. All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
I know that so well. The connection from Sulaiman Magandu, we are not so sure where Ahmad Mohammed, we don't know where they are from. Okay, Ahmad Mohammed, I don't know, we've spoken that. We have bad connection from Hassan, and we can see Sulaiman, but we cannot hear him. Okay, unfortunate. Okay, let me just go on to say that we thought we're going to have as much as we can today, but then we'll just continue with communications as we go. So the very important thing now is that we're going to share with you how you get started with registration. First, on Talent Nation, we're going to give you clips as to what you need to do. Then we realize that you can always go back there to update your profile, maybe from Monday or Tuesday when we are done. So we will shortly now be closed for this session, so that the last and final session today will be at 8 p.m. for people perhaps who are working and they feel they didn't have the time to join us now. And that late evening will be the wrap up for today. We've had it, this is the third session today, and it's not been funny. But at any rate, I have a belief we all have an idea of what we're talking about. And should you have any question, maybe this is the time you can now ask those questions. But for me, just take it that we were going to, maybe by tomorrow, we are actually going to formalize certain ways and steps that you can proceed by giving you some allocated numbering, so that when the site for Innovation Bed is ready next week, we'll probably use the same numbers and we can just get going, because this is already a festive season. Even in Singapore, holidays have started in Singapore, they're on break. So we're still going to do the best we can within the period, so that we are best ready for our registration closures. So let me just take any question from anyone. Mr. Edet, any question? Then from Adamawa, any question? From Sokoto, any question or any advice?
Okay. From Adamawa.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, when you were introducing when someone from Gombe was introducing himself, you made mention that the registration is more from Gombe. So I don't know why our own side there, we still have to publicize it so that a lot of people can come in, because I know a lot of people.
Oh, sorry about that. This is what I did. You know, as the UN World Summit Awards national expert for the country, what I did was to try to reach out to governments who are closer to my work. Gombe, they've been very close to my work, particularly the Commissioner for Science and Tech, and now she's been moved to the education. So if you think you can actually help what we do, please try to see how you can connect us with the Commissioner for the SSA on ICT to the governor there, so that we can sometimes even share with them what our foundation does, and they can take better opportunity and advantage in the States. So we just try to see how we do not make politics anything that we do, because we know in the end, we all know where politics will take anybody to. We try to see how whatever it is we do is devoid of any political content, but then should be after the well-being of talents, people, particularly people in this country with tech services. Because for me, I've actually sacrificed so much in this that I think I would not want the issues of politics to be a mess to them. So I think this is just the only reason. Okay, what about even like SSAs that are related to? I've shared direct messages with SSA to Zamfara, to Nasarawa, but yet, like I told you, I was surprised. Gombe came up with the largest, you know? So it's sometimes dependent on people internally too, because we are trying to see how we can help these young lads. We are trying to see if you are skillful, or you have undergone so much training, you have so much degrees, but the issue is that if you are not practicing, what's the benefits? So I think where there's an opportunity and these things can be passed around and people can be encouraged, you know, and people, of course, in themselves are disciplined to know that they have to do what they know how to do best. And I mean, to earn their living. So I think they stand the chance to rule anywhere in the world. And so this is not by exception.
That's nice. Even for me to connect it, someone referred me from Taraba.
Oh, okay, you can imagine. No, you see, Innovation Bed is Innovation Bed is getting bigger and bigger. Innovation Bed is not in Nigeria, it's not only a Nigerian project. Innovation, like when we did my opening, please go and study the video that is on that page where you register. We have some videos. When we opened, the UN World Summit Awards national expert from Morocco attended, actually was there at my event. So the rest of Africa is even waiting for me. They want us to perfect what we are doing and we can actually scale to other African countries. So it's not, but we just want that, we want the best that we can for the country, and that is the whole essence.
That's a good one. Thank you for the good job, sir.
No. And I'd like to also to share with you that if you follow our World Summit program, which we have actually identified, we've identified several innovations from Nigeria in the last 12 years. If you look at their website, Nigeria is leading in Africa with the most and best innovations that we have seen in the last 12 years. Even Nigeria won 2 products this year, and just 2 days ago or yesterday, under the junior category, I have a Nigerian product that won in the junior category. So, and we're trying to see how we don't make a mess of all of this when Nigerians are striving to keep this image in the overseas. Some people are trying to spoil it for us. But then we should get these people to, let's try and establish that we are very good and we want to get those jobs coming in without any bad image. So thank you so very much, dear, from Adamawa. Any other comments? Okay. Any other comments?
No, for now, sir.
Okay, great. So thank you so very much. Although we couldn't get to hear from our friends, I don't know what other states Sulaiman Magando is, but later on we'll get to know. And the other man, Jamil Hassan, also we couldn't establish what state is joining us, but quite a lot of innovations that we actually interacted with almost with about 60 people that we're to talk to today, and we'll be able to scale this down to see how we do FEM, whatever. But over the weekend, you'll get to hear from me for a brief. And I think since we also have a group, it will be a lot easier for us to share more, you know, more with you. So thank you so very much, ladies.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So we'll continue in the group. Thanks.
Okay, bye-bye.